Lyrics Alley is set in 1950s Sudan, and it's about a kind of a large extended family. The head of the family, the patriarch, has two wives, and his sons. He has older sons from the first wife, and the story is about how when an accident happens to the younger son, who's called Noor, this changes the dynamics within the family. And the novel is told from the point of view of different characters, and one of the characters is a young girl called Suraya, who's 17-year-old, and she's the cousin of Noor, and they are in love, and they're hoping to get married. And the part that I'm going to read out is just before the accident takes place. And the whole family have gone to Alexandria for the summer. So there are some reasons that they've gone to Alexandria to spend the summer. And so this little part is from the summer afternoon. On the last afternoon that Suraya loved the sea, she walked with Noor on the beach. She did not have her glasses on, but that was all right. There was nothing detailed she needed to focus on, nothing tricky. Noor had arrived without his friends, had left them behind in Sidi Bish so that he could be with her. On the way, he had gone to change and was now wearing his swimming trunks and a white shirt. They walked along the edge of the water because Suraya had seen other couples do that and she wanted to imitate them. Her arm brushed against Noor's arm. They were the same height, the same build, the same color. Their feet pushed into the wet sand, and once in a while, the froth of a wave would encircle their ankles. The beach was not flat. It dipped gradually to the water, and in other places steeply, yet the stronger waves reached up higher and further. The beach was scattered with umbrellas. Each had a different design, but they were all colorful and gay. Rainbow stripes, polka dots, bright greens, and the orange Abu Zaid umbrella they were walking away from had different shades like the segment of an orange. He said, "Why don't you swim?" The red flag was hoisted today, which meant that the sea was boisterous, but swimming was still allowed. A black flag meant keep away, and when the white flag fluttered, the sea was calm as a carpet. She lifted her dress up to her knee as a wave splashed up and reached them. "I don't have a bathing suit." "We'll go and buy you one." She laughed and dropped her dress. Their feet were imprinted in the wet sand, and the imprint would last until the next strong wave. "I don't know how to swim," she said. "I'll teach you." He held her hand, which meant that they were out of sight of her sister Fatima and his brother Nasser. "I knew you'd say that," she said. "Say what? Say you teach me." She had to raise her voice above the sound of the waves. "I'm sure you will learn in no time. I don't know any girls who swim. Not one." But she did not sound so certain. Apart from Nabila. Every summer, Nabila shocked the Abu Zaid women by donning her striped navy swimsuit, pushing her hair in a white cap, and striding into the waves. Nabila is the wife, I need to explain that. Nabila is the wife of, the second wife of the patriarch. Yeah, so she's like Noor's stepmom. But Nabila was Egyptian. "I wouldn't be allowed to swim," said Suraya. She stopped walking and waved her hand towards the orange umbrella. "Have you seen Fatima this summer? She's refusing even to wear a dress. Every summer since I can remember, we came here and wear dresses. This time she's saying she's married, so she shouldn't take off her tow. She was married last year and the year before. What got into her?" He started to walk again. She followed him. "Fatima would never allow me to wear a swimsuit. I'll talk her into it." She believed him. He could do that. "My father would have a heart attack," she said with a giggle. "He's not here. Tonight we'll buy you a swimsuit, and tomorrow your lessons start." She imagined a dazzling white swimsuit, her long legs bare on the sand, his eyes on them, She held his hand tight. Is it difficult to swim? No, it's easy. Diving is harder. I'll teach you to dive too. She gasped and laughed at the same time. Even Nabila doesn't dive. Why do you talk about her so much? Do I? Yes, you're always going on. Nabila does this, Nabila said that. Soraya was taken aback. She did not want her admiration for Nabila to be questioned because it was not reciprocated. Nabila had no time or sympathy for her, but Soraya was confident that she could win her over in time. You're still against her, you just don't like her, do you? He raised his eyebrows. Am I supposed to when she causes my mother so much grief? She doesn't mean to. Noor said, she knew my father was married. She knew he had grown-up children, so why did she marry him? Because of his money, that's why. He was blaming Nabila to avoid blaming his father, but Soraya understood why her uncle had married Nabila. She could imagine clearly his desperation to move from the Hosh to a salon with a pretty, cultured wife by his side. Everyone loved Uncle Mahmoud, even though they were in awe of him. It made her say, I will trade you, my father, for Uncle Mahmoud and Nabila any day. He laughed. Uncle Idris, keep him. Do you hate him because he tore up your poem? And the things he said. Noor wasn't smiling anymore. He certainly knew how to stop it in you. His bitterness did not surprise her. Just ignore him and keep writing. He sat down on the sand and looked out at the sea. It doesn't come to me anymore, as if it's all gone dull inside. I read collections, I memorize whole poems, and I copy down the lyrics of songs that I like. But that poem he tore up was the last one I composed. She tucked her dress behind her knees and sat next to him. Can't you make yourself do it, like homework? No, it's not like that. Besides, I don't care for it anymore. No, that's not true. I do care, but I don't have hope that I can amount to anything as a poet. After university, I'm going to join the family business. I'm not going to become a poet, so there's no point in wasting my time on it. Every family has a vocation. We are traders, not scholars or army men. We are men of the souk, not rulers or judges or engineers. Our great-grandfather started with one dingy shop in the Souk al-Arabi, and look how far we've come. Father has invested so much in my education, and Nasser is not pulling his weight. I can't deviate and be something else. He sounded grown-up and realistic, pushing back childish dreams, but it still seemed sad, and she did not know what to say to him. Should she console him or applaud him? His words were heavy, too serious for this golden beach and holiday breeze. Thank you.